All right, everyone, I wanted to discuss how the Trump assassination attempt is almost a microcosm of America itself. Americans love a hero. They love it when that hero falls. They love it when that hero then gets back up. That's exactly what happened with the assassination attempt. Physically, it played out in real time, right before our eyes. Donald Trump is on stage doing the presidential thing. He's the front runner, presumptive nominee. He's running for the presidency. He's running for the highest office in the land. He gets fucking shot in the fucking head. What is the first thing that he thinks of doing? And he clearly made this decision in a very specific manner. He was telling the Secret Service agents around him, hold on just a sec. What's his first inclination? My own personal safety or fight, fight, fight? Yeah. I mean, goddamn, it's like he's trying to be Andrew Jackson or something like that. It's a microcosm of America itself. It's like the oldest story in the world sort of thing going on right now. By the way, the reaction that he had to being literally shot in the side of his head, I wish I could say that it surprised me. It doesn't really surprise me. He definitely knows his optics. To be clear, this is a deep state op of some sort. The Secret Service was basically ordered to stand down just the same as they did with JFK, and they failed because they knew that somebody was going to shoot him, and they decided consciously not to stop them. This is fairly well established at this point. I allege that officially they were effectively standing down in order to allow Donald Trump to be shot. The problem is that the shooter didn't have good enough aim. 2 inches is what came between Donald Trump and death, actually, the other day. And he managed to do it. He got back up, just as the founders intended. I have a feeling that he's going to coast to re-election, by the way, based on this fact. We'll be talking about Biden, by the way, later. He immediately made a speech about it and called for unity in the United States. Yeah, something that he has deliberately attempted to dismantle the entire time he has been in office. We can give a couple of examples, too. We have the receipts. Donald Trump is effectively the American story at this point. You couldn't get more fucking American than him saying fuck. He's got his ear blown half off. It's like Evander Holyfield mode. Again, get together with Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield and hold a presser. Trust me, it will go over very, very well. I mean, the jokes will write themselves, just to, script a couple of things beforehand. He gets his ear blown half off. Now he's saying, you know what, originally I was going to cancel my appearance at the RNC. But I'm not going to allow some shooter to tell me what to do, so, I'll be in Milwaukee on Tuesday. Nobody worry, I'll be there. With some stitches on the ear, I'm sure. That'll be very, very iconic, by the way. You're going to get a lot of pictures, I'm sure. He's going to ham it up. He knows what he's doing. And thankfully, it looks like he's probably going to win. Thank goodness. This benefits me personally, and it benefits all of you. By the way, the legacy media is partially responsible for what happened. Let's not mince words. When you spend years and years talking about how somebody is basically Adolf Satan. By the way, a good grindcore band. You should look up Adolf Satan, Point and Grunt sometime. It's a fun song, fun had by all. I find it hilarious. I used to smoke weed and listen to that kind of music. When you refer to them as Hitler, they're going to start World War III. They're going to destroy your democracy. Women's rights will be incapacitated. Gay people will be thrown off buildings, ISIS mode, and stuff like that. At some point, don't you become at least partially culpable if that person almost gets their head blown off? I think that the answer is yes. I do believe that the legacy media played a role in what just happened. There are some people that are saying, well, that's rotten rhetoric. It's hyperbolic to say that. No. The hyperbole is coming from the legacy media. And we've warned about this for years. It was entirely predictable that this sort of thing would happen. Unfortunately, I'm not surprised. I don't think that anyone else is either. There were people that outright predicted that this would happen. I was a little bit more non-committal. I'm like, okay, there is definitely a chance that they'll take a shot at him. It's entirely possible. but it wasn't clear whether they were actually crazy enough to do it. If you're going to take a shot, then you got to make sure that that shot lands. Unfortunately for the Uniparty and fortunately for the nation, it did not, and Trump is fine. Unfortunately, at least one audience member did die. Yeah, wonderful Uniparty. Killing innocents now. I mean, the Uniparty does this all the time anyway. Look at Ruby Ridge. They love killing people. So it's no surprise to me that they tried to JFK Donald Trump. But they didn't manage to do so. They failed at their mission. And so now they must pay the consequences. Consequences are that Trump is probably going to be reelected. You're going to have to deal with him for 4 more years, and then you're going to have to play the obstruction game. The problem is he's going to coast into re-election with a mandate. Well, hey, you know, they tried to kill me. I'm still here. I'm still standing. He's going to play. I think, you know, here's, you know, ultimate thing, ultimate memetics. Play I'm Still Standing by Elton John when you walk into the convention in Milwaukee. Elton John will complain about this and probably sue you, but it really doesn't matter at this point. That would be goddamn legendary. There are so many things that Donald Trump can do with this, by the way. One thing I would advise him is that for the families of those that were injured or slain, I would use your campaign funds to cover medical bills and burial and shit like that. That would be kind. It's not even about politics at that point. It's more like, you came to my rally and supported me, and now you're paralyzed from the waist down. Hey, don't worry about it. I'll make sure to we'll Stephen Hawking you so that you can actually you know, move a little bit and stuff like that. And then his flies all across here. It's just as the founders intended. This is pure Americana. He fell down, literally speaking. I mean, he was sort of pinned down by the Secret Service behind the podium to try to guard him from gunfire, but then he got back up. This is what we need to do as a nation, by the way. Effectively, this is what we need to do. We've fallen down, just like Biden does every other weekend or so. We need to get back up and get back to work and do the things that we need to do. It's a microcosm of America at large. That's about all. Peace out.